So welcome back here to Oulton Park, then our second race from the T3 Triumph Triple Challenge Series from 2009 gets underway. Who's going to make that all-important first corner? Old Hall looks like Lance Carey's done it again. The 25-year-old from Croydon in Hertfordshire getting a great start. Well, this lad's been around a while. He's done some racing, 2006 season, within the Powerbike Tour. I'll remember that well. That was a great series. Unfortunately, we just couldn't keep it going. Lack of funds, as they say. Anyway, down past the lake there on the left, and who is in the lead? It looks like J Divine is stuck it out front once again, judging by the colour of those wheels, into Shell Oils. And it's Reese Rothwell once again there in second place. The 18-year-old, 5'9" from Bolton in Lancashire, sponsored by ghostbikes.com. We're on board again with the young Irishman, Emmett O'Grady. I do need to get some more information about this lad. Heading down towards his for the first time. Not sure whether that's Duncan Knox on the inside. Whoa, just take your nose off, sir, and glue it back on again. Well, some good scraps going on here for sure. Just watch the way those Michelin Power One tyres hang on to the tarmac around there. Up under the bridge, this is really starting to wind it up. We'll be heading down towards Lodge very shortly. This is that piece that Tony talked about in the onboard lap where you get it right, it's beautiful. When you get it wrong, it's not so good. Heading down towards Lodge Corner where the Lodge gates are. Here they are, slam on the brakes. This is where we lost Curtis Rothwell in race 1, and then we lost Alex Oulton in race 1. They both lost the front ends coming through there. Back onto the start and finish straight once again. This, you really get the feeling of how fast these bikes go. Down into Old Hull again, the end of lap 1. That's Steph Wadlow I can see just out in front of us with that distinctive set of leathers. In fact, apparently they belong to her boyfriend who races in British Superstock. I said to her earlier, I said, do you feel like you continue giving you a big cuddle while you're racing? She just laughed. She is a great character, a real great asset in racing. Here's the race leader, second and third. Oh, looking good at the moment for these boys. Tommy Dale there, the second of the Bob Farnan tuning guys. In what, 4th place I think it is. I just caught a glimpse of Ralph Laturco. Well, you can't miss him really, can you, to be perfectly honest. And Emmett O'Grady on board out of Shell Oils, once again chasing down Steffi Wadlow. Comes from Ely in Cambridge. So she's a college student, physical education, and as I said, I can't get into what she studies because it just makes me laugh. And it's Rothwell, and it's Lance Carey there in 3rd, Tommy Dale in 4th. And it looks like Alex Oulton there in 5th. Well, he's picked himself up and dusted himself down from that get-off at Lodge in race 1. I haven't spotted Curtis out there. Well, I'm sure he's out there somewhere. They would have been very quickly bolting new bits onto the bike and getting all the old kitty litter out. Here we go. Emmett O'Grady into his, right behind Steffi Wadlow. Come on, Floss. Looks like a red cross on her back. I suppose you could have always put a target on there, couldn't you? Head for the target, boys. But she's not slow. Last year's MRO Aprilia Super Team champion, so she can race with the best of them. Elbows and knees alone. Here we go, that's the race leader. Look at this battle now for second place. Rothwell it is. Lance Carey, Tommy Dale, Alex Oulton. Well, these are the guys who... Reese has already been out in a Superstock race on a Triumph 675, but it's a Superstock, not a standard bike. And we will... Oh, we got someone down. That's Duncan Knox, I think. 22, Duncan Knox, I think, is that? Yeah, that's Duncan. I recognise the hairstyle anywhere. He's not happy with himself, I can tell you. Had such a good race in race 1, on the podium in the top 3. Race 2, well, he's on the grass, sitting on the Arco. Never mind, he'll be up and back for the next run, I can assure you. Look at this scrap for that second place. Well, there's 4 of them all lining up for this. Tommy Dale, I think, had a look over his shoulder just to see exactly who he was. And there's our old mate, Ricky Chadwick. I say Ricky's on a borrowed bike for this weekend. We had a guest rider, but he gave up the bike so Ricky could compete in the race, and we'd like to thank him. I can't actually remember his name. Rothwell still leads Lance Carey, so the 18-year-old leading the 25-year-old. Then it's Tommy Dale. Got those halo leathers on. Then it's Alex Oulton there as well, so it's looking pretty tight between those 4. Not for this young man. Look at him, he's way out in front. J Divine, winner of race 1. This could well take him back into the lead of the championship. 50 points if he stays where he is. from 2 rides. One of his nearest competitors, Alex Oulton, going down in race 1, so he'll only score points from race 2. Reece Rothwell, well, a 3rd in race 1. Is it going to be a 2nd in race 2? There is Ralph Turco. Easily leads the TDG Cup Series, the over 25 class, and the 71 bike of Alistair Haynes still there. The number 7 bike coming through with the 36 bike tucked up right behind him. So that's Luke Lawrence there and Sean Noyce having their own little battle at the moment. But Jamie Devine, well, this young man, I think, will end up being picked up by a team maybe for next year, because he does show incredible talent. And he's extremely sort of quiet. We've got to change the 2nd place. Looks like Lance Carey's gone into that 2nd. There's Steffi Wadlow wearing her boyfriend's leathers. He must be a very, very slim young man for her to fit into them. Crikey. And they're not baggy on her at all. Here's our race leader. Well, Jay Devine has just left everybody for dead. He's halfway around the track in front of 2nd, 3rd and 4th. He has got that bike dialed in so well with his dad, and we must thank his father. JST, it's the family business. There's Ralph Turco once again, the man from SBK, from Commercial Road in London, got his own motorcycle shop. Also wearing a set of those very fluorescent halo leathers. If anybody out there watching and would like to get involved with Triumph Racing, just go to the website, triplechallenge.com, I think it is, and check out all the details of how you can enter. Various ways of riding this series. You can either rent a bike, you can pay the whole package. There's the checkered flag then, and the 2nd time for that young man, Jamie Devine, number 20. Well, he knows that he's just rescued his championship. It's Alex Oulton then finishing 2nd for Reece Rothwell in 3rd, and Reece disappointed probably with that, hoping that he would have taken the 2nd place. Tommy Dell stayed in 4th, Lance Carey dropping down to 5th, and then Emmett O'Grady, our onboard camera there, finishing 6th again. A good ride from the Irishman. There are the top 3, and Tony caught up with him and asked him what they thought of the race.
Obviously, I know they are very fast, obviously going from the same place I did, they're pretty super teams, but I think hopefully with the experience I've got, if I can stay consistent, obviously Alex crashed in the first race, so if I can stay consistent and just keep plugging away with podiums, really, I think I should be in with a shout, really.
Alex Oulton, ex-Super Team rider, so it's not your first time to Oulton Park, but certainly on the 675. How did you find all the extra power?
Well, you get a lot more wheelies, it's a lot more fun riding it around here. It's just a good class to be in, and proud to be in it, and the Michelin tyres work well around here. It's been good racing this weekend.
Jay Devine, local Cheshire man, been completely dominant at the circuit this weekend. 2 races, 2 wins. Must be very pleased with that result.
Yeah, I'm really chuffed. Well, especially being at home, everyone puts high expectations on you. Made up with the pole position on Friday, and followed it through with 2 wins. So I've climbed back up to 2nd in the championship, which I'm pretty pleased about, after having 3 DNFs already this year.
So Ralph Turco makes it 8 out of 8. Alistair Haynes there in 2nd place, and Paul Hughes, well, back on the podium again. He's got to be happy with that. There they are. Usually not knowing what to do with himself. Have a shave next time.
Yeah, really pleased that the race was a bit on my own that time, but the first race was really good. Just had to work really hard to get the 3rd place. This one I was probably last in the TDG in the first corner, so I'm still happy to get 3rd.
Yeah, it's I suffer with arm pump, so the last few laps, luckily my dad done the pit board for me. He got it right this time, and he had, I think it was plus 8 seconds on there, so I relaxed the last couple of laps, and it was a bit lonely out there.
With the championship, I'm feeling very confident, because I've got a bit of advantage of the other guys that have not been in a championship. So, yeah, 8 races, 8 wins, very happy.